if I was graduating from high school in 2026, I'm just turning 18, and in this time, what I would do, I want to help the youth and educate the youth and pour back into the youth. With this video, I'm going to do a 4-part series on this. And so number one, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. Don't only focus on college, also focus on building a skill set. Don't only focus just on college, also focus on building a skill set. So when I was graduating high school 20 years ago in 2006, one of the things that we were taught, graduate from high school, you go to college, get you a degree, and you make $40,000 to $50,000 a year. You get with a company, they have a nice retirement plan. You work your way up. You work on your skill set with that job so that you can be able to go higher within that company. And then that's pretty much it. I'm not saying that that's incorrect or that model is wrong or obsolete. But what I will say in this day and time, that it's also important for you to build a skill set. So let's say, for example, getting a trade, cutting hair, or you could be able to editing videos. There's something that you know how to do. So if a job comes in today and says, hey, we no longer need your services, you could be able to still make money, and nobody is in control of how much money you make. So let's say, for example, if you start a commercial cleaning business, you're in charge of that, and you could be able to work that on the side while you still have a full-time job. Let's say if you're a real estate agent. Okay, I'm a real estate agent. I look into selling houses. I could start off part-time, and I could still work a full-time job. Now, there's systems that needs to be in place if you're going to do that. But in order for you to be able to be successful being part-time, and you can't work that by yourself if you plan on doing that, but you can still be able to be successful in that. So I will look into learning, having a skill set, learning how to have a trade. So there's something in my back pocket. So if you choose that, hey, if the company is going in another direction, if we're bought out and we have to lay some people off, your life is not just predicated or determined by what goes on that's outside of you on that job. You still have some control of your life. That's one of the reasons why I believe that having a skill set is so important. And not only just for you, you have something that you could be able to pass down to the next generation. So now you spoke about college. Is college still relevant? College is definitely still relevant. But what I would recommend is that it's definitely important for you to know what you want to do before you go in. What I would tell my own son is that it's important for you to educate yourself on whatever it is that you're going to school for. Because if you go in and you have no idea on what you want to do, it can still be a success, because it's a networking opportunity as well. Because even though I went to UCA, University of Central Arkansas in Conway. I went there, I had no idea on what I wanted to do, and I got distracted because of the partying, girls, and I wasn't focused on what I was supposed to be doing. And there was I didn't have a mentor at that time to help educate me or guide me during that time. And so I would say, if you're going to go to college and you have no idea on what you want to do, it's definitely recommended that you have some type of mentor, some type of group, some type of accountability that you have, somebody that you're talking to kind of see what's available and what's offered, so you can kind of see what you're interested in. So when I went, and even though I didn't have any idea on what I wanted to do, I ended up meeting my best friend, and he helped me get started with my commercial cleaning business, which I have been doing the past 5 years. And so he was one of the reasons why I got started, because he gave me an opportunity to be able to get started with his business. So even though I didn't know what I wanted to do, it still worked out in my favor. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't go because you don't know what you want to do, but I would definitely highly recommend that you connect yourself with somebody that is like mine, that is going in the same direction. And what is that direction? Success. Number two, begin to learn money. You know, if I'm graduating high school, I'll be listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, reading books about budgeting and investing your money. When I went into college, I had no savings account. I had no checking account. I didn't know anything about budgeting. I had no information or education on how to manage money. So what I was doing was any refund checks that I got, I didn't invest it back in myself. Refund checks meaning that after you get approved for a loan, if there's anything that's left over, you get refunded that after you pay for that year or semester. It's been a while since I've been in school, but I believe it's either for that semester or for that year. Anything that's remaining, that's left over, they refund it back to you. And I've seen people that had over $1,000 checks, $1,500 checks, $2,000 checks, and they go blow it on shoes, clothes, but they don't invest in their mind, coaching, education, or how to remain disciplined. There's no investment back into them. And that was actually my situation. So when I would buy Jordans, nice jeans, making sure I had the flyest haircut. I was doing all of that instead of putting that back and investing in myself, getting a savings account, looking into stocks. I didn't know anything about that. So learn budgeting, learn about investing at 17, 18 years old, because I'm just now at 37 learning how important budgeting is, investing is for my future. And if you work on that now at 17, 18 years old, what begins to happen is 20 years from now, you're going to be really further ahead because you are doing what's required now. So number one, we need to make sure that we're looking at building skills, not only just focusing on degrees, but also building a skill set. Number two, we need to make sure that we are looking into budgeting, investing. These things are important. There's free podcasts that are out. There are YouTube videos that are out. You can go to the library and educate yourself on it. These are different things that are very important since you are about to graduate, that you definitely need to learn before, or since you are entering the real world in the next few months. Number three, which is very important, distractions will take a lot of your time. When I was in college, I go right back to what I was saying earlier. I was focusing on who I could date at the time, and I was giving that my time. I was giving that my energy. And that's what I was focusing on, girls and partying. I wasn't focusing on education. And here's the reality. You are going to get older. You're going to get older. You could eventually have a family. And it's very important for you to be able to work on your mind and your finances. So this is one of the most important times in your life. And you want to be mindful on what you are giving time, and you don't want to get distracted on what your goals are, and you want to remain focused on that. And how you remain focused on that is you got to have people around you that are focused, because one of the things that I've learned within these last couple years is we don't want to do life by ourselves. It's important to be able to be around people of like mind. Me personally, I feel like the people around are making you better or bringing you down. It's one or the other. And you have to be able to determine, are you helping me think differently? Are you helping me be better? Are you giving me a different perspective? Are you showing me how to love? What areas are you helping me be able to grow in? And that's what's very important. And the people that you are around in this time frame, it's going to be either one or the other. I would say this too, that the people that you are connected to now, you're not always going to be connected to them. There are people that that I had good friendships with. They're no longer with us. That means they have passed, and some of them have moved to different states. They have started families, and we don't really keep in contact like we used to, because we were around each other every day and life shifted, and that is what's going to happen. So somebody that may be your best friend now, yes, they may be a good friend of yours later, but you are not going to be around them like you are now later on in life. People are going to get married, start relationships, have kids, going to start working, go to college. Things are going to shift. Let's talk about that real fast with degrees and skill set. One of the things that employers look for is how much experience do you have? Because you can have the degree. There's been times where I have a degree in business management, but they want to know, okay, what type of experience do you have with marketing? What type of experience do you have with accounting? What type of experience do you have in business management? I understand you got the degree, but what hands-on experience do you have along with this degree? And even with that, it still may come down to who you know. So that's why networking in school is so important, because you never know who you may need down the road. So all of these different things help. So the skill set is this hands-on experience. So if you do go to school for business management or marketing, then you say, okay, along with this marketing degree, I have been working with a law firm for 2 or 3 years, editing their content to help build their brand. You have this is a skill set that I have along with the degree. And so that's why I say it's so important to not only just focus on the degree, but get you some hands-on experience as well, learning how to do something. So if anything happens, if they come in, the job stops, anything, you will be good. You will be fine. Make sure that you are remaining focused during this time. You're going to have a lot of distractions that are going to try to come your way, but you still have to remain focused on what God has called you to do. And if you remain faithful over a few things, He will make you rule over many. And so be faithful on what God has blessed you with, the skill set that He has blessed you with now. You'll continue to keep going higher. But I just wanted to share those few things with you. I pray that bless you. Send it to somebody's son, somebody's cousin. Send it to your friend. Get this video out. I want to be able to help the youth and be able to share some things with them that I wish I would have known coming out of high school. And we're going to continue to speak more about it. I'm going to do a 4-part series about it over the next month. But these are 3 different things that I want to share with you to help you get started today.